Hey everyone, Yōkai here. Today I'm going to be watching the first episode of Sousou no Frieren. I'll most likely just be calling it Frieren going forward. So yeah, this show I decided to pick up because my fans clearly want me to check it out. And I am aware that it is a pretty popular show. Like I'm going into this pretty blind, like really don't know much of anything, but like I definitely did notice chatter about it on Twitter, especially in the earlier days of the show coming out. And the picture of the main girl, like I think the girl named Frieren, I've seen pictures of her a lot, as well as like a purple-haired girl. But that's really the extent of what I know about the show. But it is really popular. I do know that, so hopefully it'll be a good time to watch. So it's kind of where my hopes are. I'm pretty eager to jump into it and didn't do all that. So before I do, though, I have to, since it is a new reaction, I do explain my reaction format because I did not show the anime footage here because of YouTube copyright issues that arise from that. But I'll show you the subtitles from the show and a timer so you can get your own copy of it wherever that may be located and get it all synced up to me and we can watch it together. So if you're okay with that, then just stick around and let's jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. And it looks like we're starting right up with the opening. Very clearly an elf. Those beautiful pointy ears. She's awake. I guess that's our adventuring party. There's purple-haired girl. was that a mimic? Wow. Yusha. That character looked a little bit evil. Just a little bit. I cannot make any assumption, I'm just saying how she looked. But, okay then. Definitely comes across from the opening as like a fantasy setting, RPG, adventuring kind of show, but we'll see. The legendary mage, huh? Let's see. The opening was pretty cool though, yeah. No complaints in that regard. And she also comes across as a bit of a bookworm in some of those shots. I'm sure. Of course, it's got the big stone walls, as any good, fantasy setting royal capital would. Well, I just hope not. We're just getting started. Sounds good. Your points. Because how popular this show is, I feel like in the back of my mind, I'm just kind of making a whole bunch of assumptions, like things that I would usually associate with like a popular show. Like for example, everyone but her and her body just dies, and she has to start a new life with new party members. Like that was one of the first things that came to my mind as after they mentioned triumphant return and all that stuff. But I think I see them in the opening enough to where that's probably not going to happen. I hope so. It's episode 1, but you know, we'll see about that. Careful, kids, you're gonna make me drop my thing. Oh, that's nice of him. That's not much to go on. But yes, it seems like a nice place, you know, so far. $10 years, wow. So we really did kind of miss the whole adventure. Yeah, good thing we avoided that. So he really is just the group drunk, okay. So it was a mimic that got her. That's why you always hit it with your sword before you try to open it. It's common sense. This girl never played Dark Souls before. I'm sure that's not true. I'm sure there's plenty of fun moments sprinkled throughout. I mean, if she's an elf, which, you know, it looks like she is, that would not be as long for her. Those really cute, pointy ears. Yeah, I don't want to miss that. They keep talking about peace, and the more they do, the more assured I am that we are not gonna have peace. You're not the boss of me. We let Frieren go across first. Make sure it's safe. Okay. Won't they be like dead in 100 years? Probably at least you know. I would guess around 600 years if I had to throw out a number. But I guess it's one way to have the party be kind of like a temporary thing that we, you know, leave without killing them off. Just she has a longer lifespan than them, you know. So that's definitely one way to do it. If you want to kind of shed them off for her to continue her personal adventure. You know, without some dramatic episode 1 thing where they're all killed in front of her, you know. The rabbits are just watching. You could be helping and you're just watching. How does she not learn her lesson? Also, how does she not die? She is quite beautiful, though. I feel like I need to say that at least once. How much time has passed? Already, wow. Time definitely has passed then. So he might not look the same anymore, or be alive. You know, he might have a kid or a grandkid around though. You know, might be your best bet. There's several kids from several different women whose names he doesn't remember. You know. Uh, well, there you go. Yeah, time will do that. I, you're all right, I guess. 50 years. I buried it in a chest. Oh, it's a big horn. I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller than that. It was a nice horn. Oh, there's a statue. Yeah, they mentioned that. It's pretty good. It's not fair that she gets to remain young and beautiful looking forever. Well, they seem to have aged less. Yeah, that was really what jumped out at me. I guess the hair covers most of the face, but... First episode definitely slower than I expected it to be. Like, we're about halfway into the episode. I still don't really have a good feel for, like, the direction the show is going in. Oof. Hey, we get combat. And she is quite powerful. I can see she probably carries this party. You have to die on us. And there it is. Yeah, she did mention the spot and everything, so I'm glad we're able to make that happen. It's a nice spot. They definitely are. I mean, can't say I didn't see it coming, but I think so. You wouldn't understand what it's like to be an elf. Yeah, we only spent like 10 years together adventuring, you know. That face. It's like losing a pet. I think it's warranted in this case. I like how he took the top and he took the bottom because tall and short. I bet. Yeah. I mean, of all people, yeah. Adventures would be more prepared for death. You know, considering, you know, you know, the funeral part of the opening, the title. I guess none of that should have surprised me too much. But I didn't think we'd have a funeral in the first episode. I bet it would. I have to go out and find a new adventuring party. She really does have a beautiful smile. She doesn't smile a lot, but when she does, yeah. Episode 1, The Journey's End. Yeah, the journey. But then the journey always begins. Okay, 20 years. At least we got a time frame. Hey, is that purple-haired girl? I think it is, yeah. Hopefully give me a name. I suppose so. She's so small. Unfortunately, you're still alive, so I guess that changes plans a bit. I mean, maybe we can offer her a drink. She's so small and cute. She like barely can reach over the table. Frieren, okay. She has a little stool. I mean, to be fair, she is adorable. Got a blow in it. Are we talking about Frieren? Okay, we get to take her and teach her our ways. That'd be pretty cool. Not until not once you teach her. Is it a similar request? Oh, oh, where's this going? That's not too bad. I mean, Hina might not be alive for it, but right. So we're not letting that go. Big stick. You had a leaf on your back. I don't think that's true. Your purple hair stands out a lot. Getting some Dragon Ball vibes. Oh, go, okay. We're just doing it. It didn't seem to do much, but it looked cool. So she actually had trouble, like, maintaining it. It's alright. I could take it or leave it. Oh, okay. Easy. Ooh, real fancy. Yeah, really interesting art style for this. Especially liking the flowers, yeah. Anytime, anywhere. Okay. Ho ho bun. Ooh. These are really nice, like, scenery. Oh, damn. Yeah, really nice scenery shots. Like, desktop wallpaper worthy, some of those. Mostly Frieren character-wise in it. One person at a time, please. I did not did not catch most of that, but it's like preview stuff anyway. So yeah, that was the first episode of yeah, Frieren. So okay, so thoughts on the episode. Well, I said partway through it that it's definitely like it's just like a slow build up for sure. Really just trying to like let us sink into this world, you know, the character, get a real good feel for Freeren's character. She is an elf. She does have a long lifespan, which has the kind of add-on aspect where like time doesn't feel like it's passed the same way, right? Because when you have a longer lifespan, your sense of the passing of time is quite different, right? So so yeah, we've only been adventuring together for 10 years. It's like what, like a couple months basically. You know, just, it's nothing. But you know, in fact, it's not actually nothing. Which she does eventually start to feel that. But yeah, you know, just she lives much longer than they do. It's like having a pet. You know, just 10 years, a lot longer to that pet than to you. You know, eventually you do have to say goodbye, and you just keep trucking along in your life. Yeah, so it's a little bit similar than that. Obviously, a bit more of a bigger deal because they're all people. You know. So not quite the same thing, but just kind of comparable end result wise. Uh, but yeah, very sad sort of first episode as a result of all the death and the lifespan stuff. Like I said, funeral is kind of in the title, so it should not have been too shocking. But that is how it is. Not too much in the way of comedy. I think the funniest thing was probably just the mimic stuff. Like yeah, not too much comedic stuff. But we'll see if there's any more in the show. Like obviously it's not a comedy, so I don't expect that. But even in non-comedy stuff, you do expect a little bit of comic relief stuff here and there, and the mimic stuff is a good example of that. But I just hope that's a running joke that just keeps on going. That she just never learns her lesson. She just gets too excited every time she sees a chest. Goodies are in there. That it just bites her. But I'm glad we did get to see the meteor shower. That was a very nice touch to add in there. It was cut pretty close because obviously the funeral was not too long after that. But yeah, not too much to say on the episode really. Just I do like Frieren a lot. She's a cute, like a kind of mellow. I don't want to say autistic, but that kind of like the meme version of that word. Like she's a little bit like that. She just keeps trucking along. She's just she has that beautiful silver hair, which is like my favorite anime hair color. She's quite a powerful mage. I quite like her as a character. Definitely want to continue to follow her on her adventure. But we also have our little purple-haired girl, which may or may not become her apprentice. We're kind of, a little wishy-washy on that. Like, she didn't want to do that initially, but we're clearly trying to help her out with magic there, so we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, talk about blowing up the rock and stuff. It did remind me a little bit of Dragon Ball with Master Roshi talking to Goku and Krillin about breaking a rock or moving a rock, whatever it was. It's been a long time since I watched Dragon Ball, but it kind of gave me that vibe a little bit. But yeah, before I started this, a friend of mine did say that the first 4 episodes were kind of meant to be watched together, and I can definitely feel that after watching this episode, right? Because like I said, not quite enough to really get a good feel for the show, the direction of it, what a typical episode will be like. Like, I don't know if she's going to get a whole new party assembled of, much younger whippersnappers, in which, like, Frieren, that was her name, right? Frieren, where she's like, the youngest member of the new party, right? Because, I mean, training her in magic is all well and good, though, but if they want to do any actual adventuring, they kind of need, like, a tank. Somebody to, like, distract the enemy, take the blows, maybe a healer, But, so yeah, because we would need some of that. Like, you could try to make a party of all mages, I'm sure some people do that in some games, but, like, it's definitely much riskier, for sure. But yeah, that's basically my biggest point of curiosity is like where the show's going from here. Who else will she meet? What will she do? Because I don't think we got too much from her as far as like an overarching goal goes. She just talked about like learning more spells and stuff, I believe. But yeah, definitely curious to see where things go. But yeah, for sure I will continue watching it. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you want early access to these videos going forward, you can support me on Patreon and stuff like that. And yeah, see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.